Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's class. I think this will be the top. So I don't expect I had one in the morning, and Victoria also had one. So I'll be the other time now. So I believe most of the following tutorial Victoria's class and some of the questions, I believe we don't really have much question. So I think we should just go to we should just demonstrate the project we are having at hand. If that is fine by you, please say yes, but you have to be on your system. So I won't just be, it won't be just for myself alone. If that's fine by you, please say I on the chat box. I want this class to be as short as possible. So I don't know. I don't know. So I just hope everyone is done with his or her task. I'm not going to be answering questions related to next week class, please. Let's just limit it to this. Let's give those people I have a lot of people in my DM that I'm trying to give one or two things. So it's not everyone that is true. So I don't want to disturb those that are trying. So now I started. Okay. I hope we're all doing great. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I know of some friends that actually in my class, Linda, Fabulous. Yes, I know of those two. Out of those people that are online now. So please, if you have any question, you can drop it. Let's do this fast so that we can go home as early as possible. This is not what I want. So can I open my WhatsApp? I should not open my WhatsApp. So okay. So please drop your question here. Okay, let me stop sharing and open my WhatsApp. Yes. Don't mind, I have to stop sharing. Yes. I have some confidential things that I shouldn't share on WhatsApp. So let's just make it like that. Okay, I'll be expecting your question while I check through some of the why I checked through the question that we had earlier. I wish we could do that project, but if I don't have a lot of questions, I'm afraid I don't want someone to give me a rating that I don't attend to the basic question. I'm just going around the bush. So please, if you have questions, drop it while I'm getting ready for you. Someone asked that, how do I make password feasible? Yes, you can make your password feasible if you like. Okay, that will require you to use JavaScript actually. And that will require you to use something like Bootstrap. You have to get that icon. So it's possible. But if you can go through the stress, go through it, and just, this will not be the question you ask here. Just go through the stress and search for, you can use Font Awesome. Use Font Awesome icon. Then you can also toggle. It's just a matter of toggle. When you click on it, you should toggle. Just that it's easier with using something like React. So I believe I've answered that question. Please, which link should I put in a new tab for the portfolio? I don't understand the question. Is Success page going to be linked to the submit button of the registration page or to the login page? It has to be to the login page. This is the flow. Once a user finish the registration, that's just if you are going to do it like that. For my own aspect, once a user finish the registration, it should definitely take you to the login page to log in. After you log in, then it should take you to the success page. That's how my own flow will be if I'm going to do it. So I can tell you, how can I make my login button proceed and respond and proceed to the success page? Only when the pattern of email and password as a meant. You have to validate it. Just put require as an attribute in your input field. Put require as an attribute in your input field, and that's all. Once you put it, once you put the require, if you didn't put anything or if you didn't put a valid email, it will not go. So that's just the basic HTML validation. So then in your action, your form has an action attribute. Inside that action, put it as a link, the place you want it to go. If you want it to go to source.html, put it as source.html there, and it will go. I just hope everyone can hear me. I'm not seeing chat here. So I believe I've answered these two questions. I don't really have question here again. So I think I can also end the class since there's no question again. And if you have question, let's just drop it. I want to go to, I wish we could go to just like earlier said, but I'm not in that mood. So, and I've done my system since morning now. So, so please, if you have any other question, I don't have any question here again. So if you have any other question, please put it up so that we can move ahead as early as possible. Is it favor? Linda, please, have you been able to tag Zuri in your mail, in your in your Twitter, in your tweet rather? Have you been able to tag Zuri? If you tag them, please tag me also. Putting it here in the chat box. I just hope everyone from the group. In the just concluded class, we send the Replit link that's publish it. Yes, you can make sure that you try that you copy, try and put it in and see your work clearly. Please ensure that your work is being seen clearly, but the best thing is also to publish it. So that's what I'll give. I made a mistake. I submitted my live server link instead of my Replit link. Oh, sorry. I just hope that next week you all the other tasks you are going to do better. But that one, there's nothing you are going to do about it. Standard 0.5. So I want to be sure I'm copying the right Replit link, please. So I've explained this several and over again, and I'm also tired of explaining it because I didn't you are attending my other class, so I believe you should have an idea of this. If I'm opening my Replit like this, if you copy this is fine. This one too will work, but it's better you just publish it. This is an example now. If I click on this, okay, if I click on this here, now because I've published my work, so I don't have anything to publish here. But if I'm not published your own, you can see last time I published it was October 11. If I refresh like this now, and let's see. So that's how you are going to publish it, Sarah. We're using the right semantic. I submitted my Replit link. I didn't submit the link automatically generated after publishing. Will it affect my score? No, it won't affect it. Once your link is accessible, once I can see your work, it's still you are going to get the correct answer, the correct mark. Just make your link accessible. The best way is just to publish it. Because when you go on GitHub or when you are using your VS Code, you have to publish it on something like Netlify or Vercel. So it's better you just publish it. So I think that's I think I'll be able to. She says she grades according to tags. Yes, use CSS, the HTML semantic. Like now I'm using this our head now. This is our header. This is my header. Inside my header, I'm having my nav, and my nav is this. So this is okay. Now this is my nav. So you should use the right semantic. If you're not using, you can always edit your work, which is fine. I think you don't have any issue with that. Okay, with that being said, I'm expecting more questions. I want us to round this up like 6:40. Please use the right semantic as she has said. So that's the best thing. I want to quickly unshare my screen to do something. Okay. Yeah. So I'm expecting more questions from you. I'm expecting more questions. Please, if you have any question, please, can you speak? Can you just type it out so that we can have a way forward? So, okay, I'm not seeing any question here. I believe everything is fine. Everything is fine. So I know everything should be fine. This is just a simple task. This will be the list you'll be seeing. So please, you should try and so I'll be sharing my screen again for everyone to see. I'll be sharing my screen again for everyone to see. So please, if you have any other question, we don't have question in the folder, and I'm supposed to have ended the meeting, but I'm giving the grace to everyone to be able to. I'm giving the grace for everyone to be able to follow along. Please, can you explain the week 4 task? I can't explain until we reach week 4. I can't explain, please, until we reach week 4. I have not been feeling fine, so I'm so sorry about that, Linda. And I've not done my task still using Repeat, be the simple HTML and CSS building website. And so I also create the following page using HTML, blah, blah, blah. Please try and start doing it. You still have all the time. You have all the time. So please start doing it. And before you know it, before the end of the day, you can finish it up. Yeah, that should be fine. And I think that should be able to answer that question. I can see that most people to that aspect we were discussing earlier, but I just wish everyone could try that Crapo project. Even if you're a beginner and you have the time, please try and work on it. You have challenge, message me on Slack. Let's solve the challenge together. I'm always happy to help someone. I'm not happy that you are in that situation. But if it's finally occur, I'll always be happy or eager to. We have to keep helping ourselves. So I'll have to keep helping ourselves. So I'm checking through the question again. I have not seen one. I believe this class should be a short one because we just finished a class with my senior mentor, Victoria. So I believe this class will just be I think it's one that I don't know. It's like you are reporting out to me. Yes, if that's how she says she's going to do it. Yeah, if that's how she wants to do it, so be it. Please, how can I do the registration and login page on one Repeat file? You can't do it on why do you JJ Lola? Why do you need to do it on a single page? Why? You don't need to do it on a single page. Create multiple pages and do it. We have what asking for. Yes, they are not even rich JavaScript. Can you explain the HTML and CSS aspect? Please reach out to someone. There is it's a long thing. It's following the instruction. I think you have been attending the class. You're supposed to have a clue about it. Or you can watch a previous video to start where I'm going to start the explanation. So I will advise you to just watch the video that we have. And if you have any other question, well, you're not on Slack. I don't know how you can reach me. You can send me a message on send me a message on Twitter. I think that's fine by me. So yeah. So with that being said, I'm still waiting for questions so that we can round up this class. Okay, if you are here, while you are here, can you tell me what's one concept you learn to be you wish that we talk about, so I can talk it now. I can discuss it now. which concept you wish that we talk about that we didn't talk about, or which part of the video I make? I think out of it I make 2 or 3 out of it. Which part of it you do not understand? Let's talk about it, and then please give me a response so I can know. So I'm offline, somewhat functionality and so I just hope everyone can hear me. I can't even see the conversation, so I'm not too sure that I'm online for everyone to see. But everything looks fine here. I don't know if anyone is hearing me, but I think it would be best for me to just end this class. I can't see anything. So sorry, I think my network has of time. So I don't know if there's something I was saying before that you didn't get, so I can JJ Lola, for God's sake, you cannot create why do you need, can you tell me why you need to create it on a single page? Can you tell me the reason why? Can you tell me the reason why you need to create it on a single page? You don't need to put it on a single page, and I'm not going to explain it. And if you put it on a single page, we are going to penalize you for that. You can create multiple page. Why do you need to create it on a single page? Somehow, sometimes, somehow to me, to do. Or Oluwa, if you see someone telling you everything often, you see that the person have totally prepared in it, or it's not the person first time. Uh, I know where to do more than what you think is doing right now. So just don't give up. We should be ending this class by 6:40. We don't have much question. I just watch this morning class. Yes, address it. Thank you so much. I think please, you don't need to use a single page. This is the work now. I'm having multiple page here. You should I don't understand why single page. But if you want to use a single page, use it. I wish you all the best. Alaomo is not in this class. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I think that's all. I'm expecting more questions. So by 6:40 we should round up. There are a lot of things I wish we could talk about, but I just think let's just focus, just try and do something. Adele Paul. So sorry I've not been answering. Please, what's your question? My phone input are not aligned about HTML, the closing tag somewhere. I didn't close it. I'm going to close it somewhere else. Believe me sincerely, it might take you years or months to be able to debug it properly if you are not careful. So now, my friend, go to register page now. He says it's not going on. Let me click on this. It's going to register page. I don't know if it's my system that is low. It's supposed to go to register page as I've done. Let me click on login. It's not going. This was supposed to go to see the bug if there is a problem. So why is it coming? This one, I don't let you Paul. If you submit this one now, for example, now if this is what you want to submit, so be it. For example, now, if I go to this page now, if you copy this, if this is what you want to submit, copy it window like this. Now paste what happen. So if this page works, so if this thing work, fine. I know I'm having a lot of incognito, but if let's can publish whatever you have done that everyone can see, you can see it can be live like hosting it. So I just you can see now it works also. If this work, so be it, then submit it. That's fine by me. If this work, just show, just send it and you'll be graded properly. So if this like now if this page finish loading, I should be able to see what is there now. I can fork this repo. You can see now if this is what you want. If you can see now, if I open this website now, it will go to the page. Just that I'm having a lot of pages here that you can't that we can't access. But if it's that one you can do, please just do it and submit your task and do another one. We can't hear you. I hope you can hear me now. I just hope you can hear me now. Everything should be fine now. If it's not fine, I think you can just call it a day. You can see now it works. So if this works, then that's fine. That's fine. You don't have an issue. So um, I don't know because this. Okay, thank you everyone for joining the class and let's call it a